Hi, I'm Judy, and I'm going to show you how to do a kangaroo carry with a newborn. He is 6 weeks old. Kangaroo carry is a little bit tricky because sometimes it feels like you have to have more than 2 hands to get everything organized. And it's a very fiddly carry, but it's really comfortable once you can get it organized. So the first thing you want to do is find the center of your wrap. This is a 3.2 meter wrap, and it's a Vatanite orchidee. So I take the center of the wrap, and I just hold my hand like this against my baby. And I'm kind of leaning back a little bit and letting him just kind of rest on my chest. And then I just take and tuck some of it underneath just to hold the wrap there. Then I'm going to take the rest of it and toss one end over my shoulder. And I toss the other part over my other shoulder. And now that my wrap is kind of in place over my shoulders, I can actually do a good tucking in of the fabric here. So I take all the extra and I tuck it underneath. Whoops. And give a good seat. I get a good seat, and now I can work on flipping my shoulders. So I take my hand underneath and I grab the inside rail, and I'm just going to bunch it up like this. And what this does is it makes it so that I don't have, so that the fabric is evenly spread. Then I take this and just flip the whole thing over my shoulder. And I know that I flipped it because I can see that the wrong side of the fabric is now over my shoulder here. And I do the same thing on this side. I reach underneath, get the inside rail, and I just gather it all up. And then once I get it gathered, I'm going to take the whole thing and flip it over my shoulders. So now I'll have everything nice and spread out. So now I'm going to turn around, and I'm going to reach back, and I'm going to grab the rail that's closest to me, and I'm going to pull it out. And then I take that, and I flip it over my arm, so that now I'm holding onto this rail that here is the bottom, but really it controls the top. Here, let me organize this a little bit better. So when I pull on it, it tightens up the top. So I pull that, and I'm going to pull through each section until it's pretty snug. Then I'm holding this with this hand. I do the same thing. I reach around and grab this, and I lay it over my arm. Oops, that was a little sloppy. Let me try again. I lay it over my arm, and then I grab what's the bottom rail here, but the top rail on this side, and I just adjust it. Sometimes you have to reach in and help with the adjustment a bit if the fabric gets caught up here in the neck. So I'm going to pull that through, and I adjust each strand. So once I have it pretty tight, then I hold on to both, I pull it out to the side, and I give a good tug to make sure it's nice and snug. Then I can come back here, and with this wrap I just only have enough to, without tying in the very, very tippy tails, to tie under bottom. If you have a longer wrap, you can cross underneath, and here I would be tying the tippy tails. I would tie in the back. And you can also reinforce the kangaroo carry if you wanted to with these crosses. Oops, where are they? Find the inside cross here. I can pull this, pull it up, and do the same thing on this side, pull it up. And this looks a little bit funny because of the long Vatanite tapers, so I probably wouldn't actually do this with this particular wrap. I would do it with a longer wrap. But you can pull them up, pull both pieces up, and that gives you a little bit of extra support here through the carry. And then once you're finished with the carry, then you can make adjustments. I like to pull around here in the back and make sure that everything is spread out nicely across my whole back. And I make sure that you can see, because I bunched up the fabric with my hands before I flipped it, it's nicely spread out here. I don't have a lot of things that are folded on top of each other. There you have it, a kangaroo carry. Thank you very much.